Maisie here. She apparently wants to be brushed. No, pup, no. Don't put your hand on me. Yeah, but I'll brush you. I'll brush you while I'm doing my vlog, because anytime you'll take a brushing, I'll take it. The problem with is she ate the brush, and now it's not nearly as effective. So when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go buy new brushes at the grocery store, along with a few other odds and ends. And yeah, but we have other brushes, but this is the kind she likes, but she also ate it, so it's not nearly as effective. All right, go play. So we are making progress on Maisie, and I'm gonna get 2 brushes so that Dennis and I can both brush her at the same time. Or, you know, anyway. Hi, I'm Barbara. It is Monday, Memorial Day in the United States. Welcome. It is not a sunny day, but it's a nice day. I'm not wearing a sweater today. I'm just wearing an overshirt. And if I had my bralette done, I would be wearing my bralette, but I don't. But I think I'll work on it today. I worked all day on my other sweater. I'm almost done with the first skein on the body. My guess is I'm gonna be doing 2.5 skeins on the body, so I'm making good progress. But I got tired of knitting on it last night, and so I stopped knitting. I had a craft night with my daughter, so that was fun, but I still, you know, like I was tired of knitting on that sweater. Ugh. Maybe I'm ready for something besides stockinette. It could happen, but I didn't have any cross stitch I was in the middle of that I wanted to do. So I just rested for a little while, and then I picked up my knitting again, because, you know, I want it done now. Now I want to wear it. So it's looking very stripy on the body. Anyway, so the girls are out, the birds are out. And the forecast is we're going to have sun this afternoon, so that should be nice. Other than going to buy brushes and working on Maisie, you can see how slim and trim she's looking. I've got her hair down to about 1 inch. You know, and cut it off with those mats, it looks terrible. But once you've cut it off, then you can work on the mats. But it's amazing how big she looks with all that hair. Now we're getting to the undercoat, getting the undercoat off. It seems unfair that she has an undercoat and hair. It's like the worst of both worlds. I can't believe she would be hypoallergenic. They cross dogs with poodles in part to make them hypoallergenic. I don't think she is. We didn't care about that because obviously Pearl is not hypoallergenic. I take Claritin. I think I'm a little bit allergic to dogs. But I take Claritin, and I'm fine. We wanted a Newfoundland that didn't drool. That was what we were going for with our designer puppy, and that's what we've got. A wonderful, sweet dog. I mean, Maisie's a lovely, wonderful, sweet dog, and she doesn't drool. But now she's turning into a lot of work because of that hair. It's our job as the people, as her people. We need to take care of her, so we will do better. We will do better. We are learning that we need to do better. We are, so we will. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, I've told you everything I did yesterday. I knit, and a lovely craft night with my daughter, and that's it. I knit and crafted. I mean, yeah. And, you know, I swept, but for me that counts, but for you know, and I cut my nails. It's amazing the things that count for me. But I'm feeling okay. It's a nice day. The temperature's nice. It's going to be up in the high 70s, I guess, today. And I was thinking about doing a podcast soon, but I've got to start making some notes about my cowls. See, that's the thing. I say, oh, I'm going to do this, and, you know, but I got to do the research, and then I apparently don't want to do that, and then, you know, now the podcast is being put off. Here they come. But I will do that, because I'm starting to get curious if I can. It's possible I'm not going to be able to figure out what some of them are. And I don't have that many. I was looking at my shawls. I have kind of a ladder. I bought this ladder. It's like a towel rack ladder. It's just a silver ladder that you would stick in your bathroom. You know, lean it against a wall and hang towels on it, you know, if you needed a towel rack. So I have that in my bedroom with my shawls on it. And they are such a hodgepodge mess. I don't even, you know, I have shawls. I think I have shawls on there that I've never actually worn. Just because I'm going to give myself another project, because that's how I am, and I won't do it. So I'm thinking about washing and blocking any of the shawls that need that. There are some that may not, but they're kind of scrunched up on that ladder, so they probably all need it, and block my shawls out and have them look gorgeous, and figure out a better way to display them or keep them so that I see them and then wear them. When I get dressed in the morning, I should pick a sweater and a shawl. Well, and that's what I say. I have said that what I need to do is take a look at my sweaters and take a look at my shawls and make sure I have a shawl for every sweater that I like, that I think will go with it, or that I want to wear with it. And I'm sure that I have sweaters that I don't have shawls for. Winter sweaters. Something to think about. A little focus on my shawl knitting. I haven't knit a shawl in quite some time. I have a lot of shawls. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking this morning. New projects for me not to do, because that's how I roll. They're the girls. They're having fun in their yard. This is why sometimes when, you know, if we are, for whatever reason, we're trying to avoid people at the park or something, we do a short walk, we don't worry about it, because the walks aren't really necessarily for exercise for them. For us it is, but just stimulation, because they exercise themselves. It's working out so good. So anyway, no barbecue today. So I talked to the mother-in-law yesterday more about the flagpole. They've decided that the flagpole's too tall anyway. So now that it's broken, they're going to figure out how to replant the top part. Apparently it broke, you know, a couple feet off the ground. And so my mother-in-law's going to Home Depot today to figure out some way that they can put the rest of the pole back up. They may need to pour concrete around. So Dennis has to be ready this week to hop to it whenever they call and say, hey, we're thinking about, you know, this way his mother doesn't have to pour concrete. She's 89. Anyway, they've decided they're putting that flagpole back up, and it'll be shorter, and that'll be good. And she's already ordered a new flag. So she's going to Home Depot today. I don't know. She didn't sound like she wanted Dennis to go to Home Depot with her. It sounded like they had a plan. I don't know what it is, but whatever. But I'm sure, you know, but Dennis will need to adjust as soon as she calls, say, okay, I'm on my way. Otherwise, he'll get there and the ambulance will be there picking her up from having a thing conk her on the head or some such thing. The problem is my father-in-law has always done everything himself. I mean, up until he was 100, I don't think they hired anybody to install anything, to do anything, whatever. You know, they might have hired a repair person if something but he's taking stuff out. You know, he's one of these guys. He takes it apart, puts it back. He's got a part or two, so what, you know. But he built houses in the summer when he was a teacher. I mean, he just is used to doing everything. I have a beautiful, beautiful cedar chest. I consider it my cedar chest because that was their wedding gift to us when we got married. But his sisters have one, and he didn't get one till he married me. So I consider it mine. You know, if we ever get divorced, I'm keeping that chest. Just, he can have all the other furniture his dad made. That chest is mine. But anyway, so he's always done everything himself. And, you know, and he's the kind of guy, if he thinks of it, it's got to be done, and it's got to be done right now. But the problem is at 103, in 3 weeks, he'll be 103. He can't do anything anymore. He's tired. He really can't do anything anymore. But he can still sit there and think things up. And they have to be done right away. And that means Aura has to do them, 89 years old. Sometimes I want to just give him some kind of drug that stops all the thoughts, you know, the ideas from coming, so that she doesn't have to work so hard. Because it bugs him and he bugs her, and she's finally just like, I got to do it, you know, your dad. And anyway, he can't do it, but he can still think it up. That's the problem. And then try to do it, and then of course he can't do it. Anyway. So there will be flagpoling this week, but that won't be me. That'll be Dennis. But that's the latest with the in-laws. I have to call my parents, see what they're up to. Nothing. I better be up to nothing. So that's all for now. Happy Memorial Day. Thank all you veterans for your service. And I hope everyone is feeling good and healthy and okay mentally. I've got birds. I got birds on my deck. Birds for you. And anyway, I will let you go now. And have a wonderful Monday, wonderful bank holiday in Great Britain, and Memorial Day in the United States, and Monday everywhere. Although, maybe it's Tuesday in New Zealand. Happy birthday, Malcolm. I saw Megan's post. Malcolm turned 10 today. Happy birthday. Okay, that's it. So stay safe and stay sane.